perspective or context or anything like that. They just want to sit there and hear their own thoughts said back to them to be validated.
But I don't see how that make people feel disgusting, because that's what it do with me. Like even especially when I listen to like Kevin Samuels or whatever, like some of the shit that he just saying, just be like he'd be like, oh, you 36 years old, you got 4 kids, and you don't need to be waiting for a man to wait till marriage for sex. Like, my nigga, but it's her opinion. Like, and the thing is, a nigga will do it.
True, but the thing is that, and well, first let me preface it like this: I am not Kevin Samuels, one of Kevin Samuels' sons. You know these dudes be on here apologizing for Kevin Samuels.
Oh my god!
But with Kevin Samuels, the number one thing is people call into his show. Mm-hmm. If you don't want his opinion, he shouldn't call into his show.
Yeah.
And also, she was getting, if we're talking about, I think we're thinking about the same one. Mm-hmm. And she was getting men, but she wasn't getting the men that she wanted. And so what he was saying is, if you want to get the specific man that you want, you're going to have to change what you're doing. And would you, I just want to know, I ain't trying to put you on the spot, but would you agree with what he was saying? Like, if she wanted that type of guy, that aggressive, assertive, confident man.
The reason why I don't agree is because niggas is weird, bro. And it's that simple. Like, niggas is weird. Like, basically, kind of what he's saying is like, all of those type of niggas think this way about that type of woman. It's not true. Like, niggas, like, you might find a nigga like that, and that nigga might be assertive, he might have bread, he might do all this shit, but in real life that nigga might be lame as fuck, and he just like, oh, she like me, like, I'm gonna get with her, and then she done got her nigga that she wanted, and he got a chick, and it's like, okay, what it's you have to deal with this nigga being lame or whatever, and then he got you. Like,
I see what you're saying. No, I agree that it's not one way. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, maybe it's just I just add this to what everyone says in general, and it's why it's kind of skewing my view, and that's that whenever someone says this is how these people think, I always think it's not 100%. It's never going to be 100%, but it's just less likely for that person for you to get that person doing what you're currently doing.
That is true, but like, I don't know. In my head, I'm just running through scenarios. Like, you might be able to find a successful nigga, like a nigga that make, like, let's say you want a nigga that's hella successful and you got 4 kids and you don't want to have sex in marriage. It's cool.
Why'd you stop right there?
Because this is why I stopped right here. Because I was about to be like, a nigga might be so busy that he might not want to have kids. So therefore, he might be more willing to be like, fuck it. Like, you got 4 kids, I'm going to raise them like they mine because I know how busy I am or how busy I was. Like, okay, this is my little family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it might be hard for that nigga to be like, I'm going to take, cool, like, me and your 4 kids, I'm successful. We not fucking until we married. That would be tough.
Exactly. That's the point.
That would be tough.
That is the point, though. That's his exact point.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be a successful person.
Hard. It's gonna be
regardless
hard.
of who it is, and then not get something that you feel like you deserve.
Because imagine going to work, bringing home, I don't know what 300K is divided by 12, whatever that shit is per month, and imagine doing that shit. Coming home, sit down with somebody else's kids.
Exactly.
That is tough as shit.
Exactly.
Being good to those kids after you get off work and just wanting some yams. And she like, no, nigga.
Exactly. She wants, and I'm not trying to get on her. I know we done drifted into this, but
that's tough.
She wants a husband without being married to him, but she doesn't want to be a wife without being married as well.
I feel like it's one of them situations where it's like, hey, my nigga, you got the right to feel the way you fucking feel. And you
True.
got the right to be lonely as shit.
Exactly.
Exactly. But my thing is, like, you can have the things you want. If that's what you want, if that's how you want to go about it, please don't change the way don't change whatever the fuck your thing is. Stay there, but understand it's just gonna be harder. Like, I'm not telling you gotta change, and that's my thing. He like, oh, you gotta change if you want this. You ain't gotta change, my nigga. You gotta, I want to say work. Like, it's gonna be hard, my nigga. You gotta stay patient, stay on your motherfucking grind, because it's gonna be hard as shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't say a woman has to change her preferences. Like, it's hard for me to say that.
But, all right. So,
even if you might end up lonely. But if you got kids, apparently you're good at getting dick. So
my thing is, it's like, how lonely are you? How lonely are you? Because it's true that you don't have to change your preferences, but if you get to, like, let's say 40, you want to be in a relationship so bad, then you might need to change those preferences. And also, you can have preferences that are kind of filtering out the people that you want to be with.
Yeah.
So there's certain things you might want to do, you might like, that takes a big chunk of people out the equation.
Yeah. I think that it's I just don't believe in niggas like that. And when I say that, I believe, like, a lot of niggas is weird. So I feel like she could absolutely find her exactly what she looking for with 4 kids and some desperate I want to say desperate and lonely.
But if they're successful, then how are, like, the dude that you're describing does not sound successful.
Nah, bro, there's some herbs out there, bro, that are hella successful and don't know how to talk to women.
I agree, but they gonna have women talking to them.
And she can be one of them women. Here's the thing. So check this. This is, I guess, my qualifier. So you right. They gonna have a bunch of women talking to them, right? Uh-huh. And then she gonna be one of the women talking to them. Mm-hmm. The difference is, like, those women might not have kids, so she gonna have to put a little bit of extra, a little bit of let me make him feel good about himself, and that might be the turning point. Like, because in my mind, it's gonna take a herb. It's gonna take a lame ass nigga for this to work. We got you, bro. We got the rap, but it's gonna take some nigga that just simply want to feel good. Yeah. And I feel like if she talk right to him, like, hey, talk to me nice. That's what it is. If she do that, then he gonna be like, yeah, she got 4 kids, but she make me feel this type of way. Like,
let me put you in the. Let me ask you this question. What would you like? What would a woman have to do that has 4 kids that another woman with no kids would not be able to do?
It's gonna take.
I have 4 kids. Thank you.
You have 4 kids?
Yes.
No, you don't. You have 3.
I have 4.
Oh, I forgot about your eldest.
Yes.
Okay, so what would?
I think.
Okay, hey, yo. I don't know. What would a woman with 4 kids have to do to make me choose her?
We can save your life and just skip this question.
Nah, fuck that, nigga. I'm about that life. Fuck we talking about.
I can come comment in.
I mean, my nigga, the chair is open with the hoe. Like,
you're still talking about 4 kids?
No, he was asking me. It's all good. He was asking me, what would a woman with 4 kids have to do in order for me to choose her over a woman with no kids if they're both pursuing me, right? Mm-hmm. And realistically, it's a lot of I want to say a lot of home shit, like taking care of the home type of stuff. Like, it would be hard because it's like, bro, you got 4 and you probably don't want mo. So I'm really like, I don't know, it'd be hard, but it'd be like the small little attention to detail shits that probably shouldn't like be done. I won't say shouldn't be done, but like, oh, I did this, like, da 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 da, like, those hoes would have to be picked up consistently, like, if that makes sense. It ain't. You ain't gotta jump out the window or do nothing extra.
Yeah.
But it's the small shit, like the small minor detail shits couldn't be missed.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. But now let's just to put that woman's situation on this. She also wanted to be celibate until marriage or abstain until marriage.
See, I don't really care about that.
Oh, for real?
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
Like when I got with my wife, that's what it was, and I was just like, all right, bet, like, fuck it, like, it ain't that big of a deal.
Okay.
But you want to abstain, that's fine. But my nigga, there's gonna be some great massages here, and you better get some oil. Like, I need, as a man, you need a release.
Yeah.
And so it ain't got to be a bust, but it can be comfort. Like, let me lay down and get a 25-minute massage, which is actually a long-ass massage. So therefore, that is a lot of fucking effort.
That is true.
So it's just, okay, bet. I got my nigga, what you talking, boy? We can pull off some porn right now. Hey, I'm going to let you know right now, you might not want to come in this room. That's it. Fuck you mean, like... I mean, it ain't. I mean, what's it? They call it Pamela. Pamela, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Pamela, we chilling right now, bro. What the fuck you mean? But when we done, just make me feel like I'm that nigga.
Okay.
And we figure it out later.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't. The sex ain't really that big of a deal. But the small. And the thing was, it would be hard because you got 4 kids, so you can't do all the little shit. Like, I'm trying to think of what the little shit that I'm thinking of.
Like cooking your favorite meal at times.
Yeah,
maybe stuff like that.
It would. Yeah,
I can't even think of that right now either.
It would, like, because they small, they don't matter. They only matter when it's done. Like, oh, you actually went and did this. Like, this wasn't necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be all those little things, like. And it'd be like, you know what? You got 4 kids. Like, if you give me one, cool.
I think you hit the nail on the head when you said filling in the holes.
Yeah.
Because it's holes that you don't really see, that you don't notice, but once they are filled in, you're just like, damn, like, I never knew that this could be done.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what it is. I never knew that it could be done.
The unknown. That's what it is.
See, that's why you gotta hang out with people that's smarter than you, bro. I try to say it all the time, bro. Just hang out with people that's smarter than you.